Hello, Glow Nation! Hello! How is everybody doing? Welcome to another moon ceremony. Welcome to this Aquarius Full Moon, everyone. Hello, Sadie. Hi, Olivia. Hello, Monica. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Aquarius Full Moon. Not just yet, though, because it is tomorrow morning. It is in a few hours, but we're here nonetheless. It is all happening. Hello, Kirsten. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Fiona. Monica, Dawn. Hello. Hi, Ava. Welcome, everyone on all of the platforms. Welcome. I am so excited for this Aquarius new moon. I have prepared it this morning, and now I am over the moon for the full moon. Hello, Marina. Welcome, everybody. My beautiful Glow Nation. Hello. Hi, Bev. Welcome. So, let me know in the chat box. First of all, let me know in the chat box if this is your first time here. I want to know if it's your first time here with the Glow Nation, but also if it's your very first moon ceremony as well. Let me know. Hello, Tihana. Hello. Hi, Caroline. Oh, good. I'm so happy, Tiana. Hello, Kim. First moon ceremony for Bev. I'm sorry, you guys, look at this. I super glued my fingers. Can you believe I super glued my fingers? I was trying to fix something and here I go. I am stuck. So if I'm fidgeting, that's why. That's why. So, Diana, first moon ceremony. Fiona, first moon ceremony. Joining from Ireland. Oh, I love Ireland. I've never been, but my favorite book series is set in Ireland, Cork County. So, I have a soft spot for Ireland, a very soft spot for Ireland. Hello, hi. Dawn, first moon ceremony as well. Caroline, first moon ceremony as well. Tracy, first time joining us for a moon ceremony. Yes, hi Jenny, hello. I'm completed, oh hang on. I just completed my vision board with my friend Jill for Lionsgate. Oh, that's brilliant. You've done that with Super Glue, Melanie. It's so annoying. Sarah, first moon ceremony as well. Beautiful. So, if it is your first moon ceremony, let me just introduce you to how we do this in the Glow Nation, okay? Because I love moon ceremonies. I absolutely love them. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction later with the moon, but you have to, this is before we start, this is what you got to know. So we focus on the astrology, right? We focus on the astrology. So we look at the themes of the moon. We look at what the moon, why is it important to work with the moon? We look at the themes of the moon, and then we go deeper, because with the Glow Nation here, we don't really do surface level stuff. It's just not what the Glow Nation does. I'm sorry. It's just not us, right? We like to dig. A little bit deeper because we want to create maximum change in our life, maximum healing, maximum experience we can have. So after we looked at all the themes, all the astrology, and understood what this moon is about, then we dive deeper with some journal prompts. And I create the journal prompts to always reflect whatever energy we're working on for each moon. And then we have a visualization, which tonight is going to be very, very special. I've not done this one before, and I already know that I'm going to record it for you. I am so excited about this. I already know that I'm going to put it out there. Okay. So we're going to do the visualization, and then we'll do some full moon releasing. Hello. Happy Lionsgate. Yes, actually, happy Lionsgate, everybody. Happy Lionsgate. I forgot to say that. Yes. Hello, Brecken. Hello. Welcome. Hello, Elena. So yes, so you're in for a treat. If this is your first time, let me know by the end of it how you're feeling. And first, before we start, put your signs in the chat box. I want to know what your signs are. I'm a Cancer Sun, Taurus Moon, and Virgo Rising. I want to know all the energies that we have here, because this is what happens with the Glow Nation. We have so many different people from so many different parts of the world, and yet here we are healing together. When the world tells us that we should be all separate, fighting against each other. What is the nonsense, right? The Glow Nation here is a space where it doesn't matter where you come from, We love you for who you are because that's what we stand for. Okay. Gloria, by the way, if we've never met, hello. 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh, by the way, this is who I am. Yes, I'm Gloria. Hi. I have the honor to be the host in the Glow Nation, the host in this amazing community. And behind every single event, every single, piece of, meditation talk course that I have here on Insight Timer, every single thing that I do with my work as well outside of Insight Timer is all focused on helping people coming home to themselves. Okay, because I really truly believe that that's how we actually get to change the world in a very, very tangible way. Yeah, when we look in the mirror and when we start with ourselves, and us living our most authentic expression is what's going to be healing the planet. It's what's going to be healing the world, because when we live at that level, there is so much more compassion, so much more openness, so much more love as well, right? So that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Let's have a look at some of these signs, some of your astrology. We've got Virgo, we've got, hello love, we've got Breck into Virgo, Shannon Aries, Sadie, Cancer Sun, Aries Moon, Capricorn Rising, Kim, Libra, and Scorpio Rising. Loads of Virgos. We've got Dawn, who's a Virgo as well, Tracy, Aquarius, and a Virgo Rising, Sarah's a Pisces, Mary, Sagittarius. Look at that. Caroline, Taurus. Also Virgo, Jenny, Virgo, Aries, and Pisces, Pisces, and Leo subsign. And then we have Kirsten, Sagittarius, Sun, Gemini, Moon, Capricorn Rising. Look at that. So beautiful. Joey's also a Virgo. Look at that. It's almost Virgo season, you guys. It's almost Virgo season. Beautiful. Gemini, Leo Moon, Scorpio Rising for Marina, Erin, Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon, Leo Rising, Cancer Sun and Moon, and Virgo Rising for Inge. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I am very excited to have you all here. And why don't we get started? Why don't we get started with this beautiful moon ceremony? So, what we're going to do first, Diana is an Aquarius. Hello, Hilde. Hi. Virgo's here studying and taking notes. Oh, honestly, Virgo Rising, look at this. I've got pages and pages of notes for tonight. Pages and pages, because I really want to make sure I give you all the info that I can, because that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Hello, Christian. I love all of the rainbow hearts there. Beautiful. Hello, Fiona is a Leo. Beautiful. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Before we get into the ceremony, before we really get into it, it's 90 minutes, Hilde. I'm going to do my best to keep it to 90 minutes. Yeah, because I know that sometimes I go over time, but it's because I get excited. I want to just get you to experience all of the things, all the things. So, before we get into the whole thing, let's do a little bit of a grounding exercise together, okay? Let's just do a bit of a grounding exercise. So I want you to start. We're just going to open the circle, ground the energy. Well, the most important thing here at this stage with this exercise is that you visualize or sense, if visualization is not your thing. I want you to sense, we're just going to take 3 inhale and 3 exhales. Yeah, I'll guide you through it. But I really want you to push out with this exhale. Push out all of the energy that is not serving you right here, right now. So if you've got to-do lists, if you've had arguments with somebody, if you've got somebody really annoying that is like sucking your energy, I want you to just exhale this stuff out, okay? Exhale it out. Whatever doesn't serve you right now, it's gonna go. And then we're gonna visualize a door, and we're gonna exhale those things outside of the door and then close the door, okay? That's what we're gonna do. So let me guide you through it, because I'm also going to start the circle as well. So if you have your feet flat on the ground, sorry, I am moving everything. Okay. Have your feet flat on the ground. You can also be in the lotus position if you want to. Have your arms outstretched with your palms facing upwards, and you can rest your arms on your lap if you want. Now, you can close your eyes if you feel safe to close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, then make sure you just soften your gaze and you look down. Yeah? Just soften your gaze and look down in your lap. Okay, let's get started. First of all, find your center. Just roll your shoulders a little bit just to relax. Unclench your jaw. Tune into your heartbeat just to get into that space where we can slow down a little bit more. Find your center. Okay. So we're going to start with a deep inhale. And I want you to inhale as much as you can. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep inhale. And then exhale it all out. Let it all go. Let it all go. All of the to-do lists, all of the people that are annoying you, all of the stress, just let it out. Feel it or see it leaving your body. I visualize it as a black smoke coming out of me. So push it all out. Then we're going to do another inhale. Let's go. Deep inhale. And again, let it all go. Out, 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 out. And then one more time. Inhale. And exhale it all out. Out, 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 out of your space. Out of your energy. Now bring your breathing back to normal if you haven't done that yet. And close the door behind those things that you've just exhaled out. So you've created a sacred space for yourself and you've just exhaled it all out. Okay? Now let's stay in this space for a moment. Tune into your heartbeat again. And now that you've cleared your energy, you shifted your energy a little bit, bring forth your intention for today. When you decided that you were going to participate in the moon ceremony, what did you want? Why did you want to do that? What was your intention? What would you like to achieve, focus on, experience? Bring that forward. I'm going to open the circle and I'm going to invite in earth energy, source energy, and unconditional love. Stay with your intention for a little longer. I'm going to invite in our spirit guides, angels, archangels, all the benevolent beings to support us in this moon ceremony. And just a reminder that working with the moon can be emotional. And so I want you to show up in whichever way you feel like you need to show up today. Yeah, so if it's too much to write in the chat and participate in that way, you can also take a step back and simply just receive and take your notes and do this in the quiet of your home or wherever you are. Whichever way you feel like you need to be showing up today, that's the perfect way. Also, there's no judgment over here. Every single part of you is welcome. We welcome your authenticity. We welcome your truth. We want you exactly as you are. I now want you to think of someone whose energy you would like to have next to you today. Maybe there's someone in the spirit world or in the physical world. You can simply call their energy for some support. Maybe you've met them before, maybe you haven't met them. Just somebody who you'd like to have next to you. Just feel them come in. Okay. Just tune into your heartbeat again. There is currently almost 70 people here. And we're all connected with the purpose of healing ourselves or growing from many, many parts of the world. The vibrations in this group are beautiful. So thank you for bringing the energy. Okay. Take another deep inhale. Exhale. And when you're ready, come back in the room. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Annie, Michelle. Hello, hello. All right, you can take a sip of water if you want. I know I am going to. So, we're going to start very quickly with something that I call the moon education couple of minutes. Okay. If this is not your first moon ceremony, you would have heard this part so many times by you guys, because we always have new people coming. It is important that we share this part because it's important to know why we work with the moon, right? Why we work with the moon, why is it so magical to work with the moon, and how does it actually work, okay? So, very simple. If this is your first moon ceremony, or if you have not done in a while and you need maybe a little bit of a refresher. So, very simple. Working with the moon equals working straight on your subconscious. Okay, so the moon in astrology, that's what it represents. It represents our emotional body, the part of us that only we see. And so when we connect to the energy of the moon, that's the kind of work that we're doing. Okay, we're doing all of the work that's connected with stuff that's underneath the surface. Okay, and why is it important to work with the stuff that's underneath the surface? Because that's what's actually dictating our life. The life that we experience is dictated by all the patterns and all the behaviors and all the things that we have in the subconscious. Only 5% is dictated from what's on the surface. 95% of our life and everything that we experience in our life is all autopilot, you guys. Okay, and you might be thinking, oh shoot, if it's all autopilot, how do we know? Okay, so this is why we work with the moon, because when we work with the moon, when we do these ceremonies, especially because the way that I prepare them, hello Jess, the way that I prepare them, I really do that with this intention. When we do the moon ceremony, we bring awareness to the subconscious. Okay, we're not doomed. Nobody's doomed to anything. If our subconscious is working a little bit against us, it's only because it's trying to protect us. So what we need to do to change things is bring the subconscious to the surface, become aware of it, become aware of the patterns of the things that are actually running our life, and then consciously and intentionally change them. Okay, so this is why we do moon ceremonies. It creates transformation in our life. It creates healing. And there's also a lot of magic, in my opinion. I've been working with the moon for years now, and it's been a magical journey. And honestly, if you do it every 2 weeks, like we do it, because obviously we do this every new moon and every full moon because they have different energies, it really has the potential to really change your life. Yeah, really, really change your life. So the two different energies are the new moon and the full moon. So the new moon is new cycle, right? The moon is dark in the sky. We can't see her, but it's very powerful because that's when we plant the seeds, right? That's when we set the intention. That's when we begin something new. So a new moon ceremony, it's more focused on that, right? Focused on what do we want to bring in with this next cycle. The full moon ceremony, which is what we have tonight, is a full moon, is when the moon is halfway through the cycle, right? It's at the peak of the cycle. And this is when it's very bright, and like a bright light illuminates everything in our life. So this is when the uncomfortable stuff is coming to the surface. That's why very often full moons can feel a little bit overwhelming, because there's a lot that we need to release in order for us to manifest and make progress with what we decided in the new moon 2 weeks before, if that makes sense. Okay, it's not an issue if you haven't done a new moon ceremony 2 weeks before. Honestly, with the moon you can start whenever you want and it will have an impact, which is another amazing thing. It's also free because the moon is there. We don't pay for the moon. They haven't figured out yet how to charge us for the moon. Let's hope they never do. Okay. So it's there just giving us this beautiful energy. And so why not, right? Why not make the most of it and bringing it and utilizing the energy in our life? Now, the last layer of this is the zodiac sign that the moon is in, okay? So zodiac sign that the moon is in, it essentially gives it the flavor, okay? It tells us what the themes that we're going to be working on with that specific moon. Okay, so the full moon in Aquarius and the full moon in Libra are going to be different, are going to be the same energy in the sense that they are full moons, so we release. But in the full moon in Aquarius, the themes are going to be around the Aquarius sign, and in the full moon in Libra, the themes are going to be around the Libra energy. Okay, so that's the last layer. And then there's one more thing that I really love about all of the astrological seasons is that the moons, I mean, in this at this moment, they are in polar opposite signs inside of the astrological season. It sometimes changes because the moon does different things, but for now, for the sake of this, we have two polar opposite moons. So we have a new moon in one sign, which is what we had 2 weeks ago, which is in the sign of Leo, and 2 weeks after. So we set intentions around that energy, and 2 weeks after, which is today, full moon in Aquarius, we release what is connected to the energy of Aquarius, which is Leo's opposite sign. Okay, so what do these two represent? This is one of my favorite pair in the zodiac, because it's the heart and the mind. Okay, it's the heart and the mind, polar opposites, but yet they can be so connected. And when we find harmony between the heart and the mind, we can really bring so much into our lives. Yeah, so Leo, the heart, sign of pleasure, sign of creativity, heart-led leadership, and it needs close emotional ties with people. It's very loving, very generous in that way with the people around them, right? They need to have the presence of the people around them. Aquarius, planet of the mind, is the visionary, is the sign of the representing the mind. It's the visionary, is the sign that brings us in of the genius, right? Is what brings us in the technology, the technological advancements. It's projected towards the future. It's also humanitarian, so it does it for the greater good, for the good of the collective, right? But it's also more emotionally detached. It's more rational. Aquarius's mind is a fixed mind, which means it's not very flexible, and we're going to have a look at that tonight. Because sometimes we need the flexibility of mind in order for us to change and in order for us to grow. So we're going to take a deep look at that. I've got something a bit different for us tonight. I'm very excited. So anyway, without further ado, that's why we work to the moon. Okay, with the moon. That's why we work to the moon. Now, a little reminder that all of this is happening in Leo season. So what's the energy of Leo season? If you've not, if you didn't watch the Leo season workshop, or you did not do the Leo new moon ceremony, let's just give a 1-minute recap, okay? Leo is a fixed sign, fire sign, masculine energy, and is ruled by the sun, okay? The sun is the center of gravity, is our vitality. It represents the main role that we've been given in this life of ours, right? This is the stage role that we've got. The sun represents the stage role that we have in our life. That's why very often Leo is on a stage, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean on a stage as entertainment. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Not all Leos want to be seen that way. But it's definitely a stage in whatever realm is important for them. Some Leos are on the stage of their home, for example, right? Their home is their stage. That's where they shine the most, okay? So it's not necessarily just the creative industry or entertainment, not necessarily just that, but it's that heart-led leadership connected to the heart, whatever their stage ends up being. So this is a season of confidence. This is a season of self-expression. This is a season of play as well. This is the season of the divine child. You know, Cancer season a month ago was the season of the mother of the zodiac, right? The divine mother. And now this is the season of the divine child, okay? Allowing ourselves to be what our heart wants. Leslie, 8-8, yes, absolutely. We're going to take a look at a little bit of the Lionsgate as well. Not full on, but there's something that is going to help us with tonight. So we'll look at that. So during this season, this Leo season that we're in, is a season that wants us to align with our heart, okay? It's about aligning with our heart, stepping into courage so that we can live the life that we're meant to live, okay? A heart-led life. Any questions so far, or are we ready to dive into this Aquarius full moon energy? Let me know if we're all good. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah? Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's have a look at this Aquarius full moon. Very interesting. So, this moon is here to release. Sorry, this is the release point. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys. I'm seeing all the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, this moon is the release point for how we engage with the collective. Remember, Aquarius, sign of friendship, humanitarian sign. What it does is for the collective. So we release, we are here to understand how we engage with the collective, our individuality, and also our inner visionary. Okay, Aquarius energy, let's have a look at that for a moment, is the water bearer. Aquarius, yeah, it's pictured the water bearer. It's got the big jug and it's pouring water. The water in the water bearer represents truth and wisdom, higher wisdom. And Aquarius is dispensing that to the whole of humanity. So the mind that Aquarius represents is the higher mind, is a mind that is connected to the concept of oneness and wants to help everyone. Okay, and wants to help everyone. So when we have this vision of the future with Aquarius, it's all of these like technological advancements and all these things are because Aquarius wants to do something good for the world. Okay, wants to do something good for the world. It is also the rebel. Aquarius sometimes, first of all, it's the rebel. I love it. But sometimes Aquarius just does things differently just because they just want to be different. And I do love that too. You know, they're like, you know what? No, everybody's wearing pink. I want to be different. I'm going to do something else. And, you know, do that. That's amazing. Okay. That's a true story. Yes. Yes. And that's great. Okay. Because it is the rebel. It is the innovator. It's the outsider. Okay. And the dreams that Aquarius has are the dreams for the collective. Okay. So it's a beautiful energy. Now let's look into this, what we talked about, the fixed mind of Aquarius. It is a higher mind. Yeah. So it's a mind that's connected to the oneness and that's connected to the greater good, but it is a fixed mind. It is a fixed energy. And so it carries mental intensity, which can be obviously genius, right? It can be genius, but also rigid. Okay, it's a mind that is incredibly brilliant and genius, but it's also rigid. And very often, mental rigidity is what stops us from growing. Okay, it stops us from growing because we become stubborn in certain patterns that don't actually serve us anymore. So, one of the things that we're going to be looking at tonight is what those patterns actually are. Okay, because we want to free ourselves from them, because remember, this is a full moon, so we're releasing what doesn't serve us. So if there are rigid patterns in our minds that we keep repeating over and over again, tonight is the time to actually release them. And it's not only through the Aquarius full moon that we get to do that, but we also have an extra bit of magic from the Lion's Gate. Okay, so we're combining these two energies together and it's much more potent. So let's have a look at the main themes, okay? Main themes for this Aquarius full moon. Liberation from all the societal conditioning and from seeking approval, okay? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet that brings change. Very often it brings sudden change, okay? So the change that we can achieve with the energy of this full moon can potentially be very quick change. Okay, very, very quick change. So we are setting ourselves free from the societal conditioning and from seeking approval. We're also, obviously, like we said, you know, Aquarius, the rebel, the unicorn of the zodiac, we're also releasing the need to fit in. We're releasing that. We're releasing the need to fit in, or even the need to be understood. Because you know what? It doesn't actually matter. What matters is that you understand yourself. Okay? It doesn't matter if other people don't understand us. And I know that there's so much in feeling understood, but actually, at the end of the day, that we get ourselves, once we truly do get and understand ourselves, we really see that it doesn't matter. We can feel loved even if somebody doesn't understand us fully. And we can also love them back unconditionally, even if they don't understand us fully, because we have that sense of understanding within ourselves, right? We're also, as I said, yes, clearing all that mental rigidity, yeah, all of that all of those fixed mindsets that are blocking us from reaching our potential. We're also stepping into the frequency of our soul, because our soul, out of all of us, our soul is the visionary. Our soul is the visionary. Our soul is the one that is absolutely limitless, okay? Because our heart, we can close it because we feel like we want to protect it. And our mind, like we said, can be rigid, but the soul is the one that holds the vision, okay? So we're going to connect to that tonight. And also is about decoding our own role in the collective. What is it that we want to bring to the world? What's our role? How do we want to contribute? Yeah, Aquarius is the most humanitarian sign of the zodiac. So it's, as we said earlier, right? Whatever Aquarius does, whatever Aquarius gives is for the greater good. So we're all here to each contribute with our own uniqueness into the world. So how do we want to do that? What's that going to be like for us? Yeah. And also from Aquarius, we're taking the detachment from emotional entanglements. Okay, we're detaching from emotions so that we can be more aligned with our truth. Because very often, all of these emotional entanglements that we have can actually make us feel like we need to people please, or that we owe somebody something. And we step away from our truth because we feel that that's more important, or we're made to feel that that's more important, right? So these are all the things that are coming under this Aquarius full moon. Nicole says, my sun is conjunct Uranus, and that just explains so much about me. There you go. Perfect. Beautiful. Annie, humanitarian unicorn is such a fabulous description. Yes, of course. Yes, you can borrow that. Absolutely, Annie. Trish, this was just tested for me this morning. I didn't explain myself and I didn't get defensive. I just let the other have their judgment without taking it personally. There you go. Trish, I love that. That's exactly it, right? Because when we have ourselves, when we understand ourselves deeply, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't, right? Beautiful, Brecken. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so some questions. These are not yet the journal prompts, but if you want to ponder these questions in the next few days, just this is what this full moon is about, okay? Where am I still operating from old paradigms of logic, safety, and how things should be? Okay, where in my life I'm still subscribing from these rigid paradigms that are dictated by logic, or that just give me a false sense of safety, or just subscribing to the pattern, this is how I'm doing it because it's how it should be. Yeah, so that's one first reflection. Again, these are not the journal prompts yet, but you can write them down if you want to, so you can ponder them in the next few days. Also, where am I resisting change? Where am I resisting change, even if my soul is craving the change? Because remember, we just said the soul is the visionary, right? The soul is the one that wants to create change because it wants for us to live the life that we're meant to live, right? And sometimes, though, even if the soul is craving it, we are stopping ourselves from changing. And there could be for many, many reasons, right? It could be fear, it could be guilt, it could be so many different things, right? But it's important, again, it's important to bring these subconscious patterns to the surface so that we can release them, okay? So where is it that we're resisting change, even if our soul is actually wants to change? And also, obviously, very Aquarius themed, where is it that I'm withholding my weirdness? You know? Where is it that I'm not showing my truth? You know? Where is it that I am keeping in my wild vision just because I'm fearing rejection or I'm fearing being judged? And in that way, I'm not allowing myself to actually be myself. Okay. How many times we do this, right? We do a lot of self-editing. Don't you think? We do a lot of self-editing because we're like, ooh, I put something in a group chat this morning, and I'm in a group chat with some people that I don't know super well, and I was joking about something, and I typed it and I sent it, and I was like, ooh, what if they don't get me? What if they think I'm weird? What if they think this? And what if they think that? Right? Straight away, trying to self-edit, trying to fearing straight away, fearing the judgment, right? But it doesn't matter in the end, does it? Important thing is that we are ourselves. So, Aquarius, I do have a soft spot for you, Aquarius. Tiana says, what's the first thought to ponder? I missed that one. Oh, yes, of course. Where am I still operating from old paradigms of logic, safety, and how things should be? Yeah. So, for example, like, I think that one of the how things should be is the concept of family that we've had for decades, right? That families should just be in one way, that we should all want to get married, we should all want to be, you know what I mean? That's one of the how things should be that we subscribe. I think that as a society, we subscribe to the most, right? But obviously, we know very well that that's not the only way to have a loving family. Sometimes, actually, that's a way to have a very, very constrictive family. But, so that's just an example. So, Aquarius, remember this, Aquarius is not asking us to be liked. It's asking us to be real, okay? Aquarius has a radar for spotting BS that I've never seen. One of my best friends is an Aquarius, and you can tell when she's listening to someone, and I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt, right? I'm always like, but what if, what if this and what if that, and what about their background, and what about this and what about that? And she's like, nah. Straight away. She's got this like super effective radar in spotting the BS. Okay? Because Aquarius loves real, right? Aquarius loves real. The people being real. That's the energy that it really connects to. Okay? So we have Aquarius says be real. And the Lionsgate says, be bold enough to live in alignment with your soul. Okay, so Aquarius, be real. Lionsgate, be bold enough to live in alignment with your soul, which, boom, go together super well, don't they? Right? We have to be authentic. We have to be real in order to even see what's inside, what our soul really wants, right? We really have to be honest with ourselves to do that. And so the combination of these two energies tonight are helping us do that. Yeah? So, because mental rigidity is such a, can be such an obstacle, okay, in our progress. Because so much, I mean, if you've done these moon ceremonies before, if you've done any of our, weekly tarot and all these sort of stuff, you know that a lot of the work that we do is to free ourselves from those subconscious patterns, right? And we know how hard it can be, right? And I know that the more you are on the journey, the easier it gets, of course, but it's still hard to get there, to really understand them, So what I've done tonight, I've decided I'm going to make it a little bit easier, because I know that you guys love clarity. And sometimes a lot of people come to me, for readings and stuff. And they're like, can you just tell me? Can you just please tell me? I need it clear. I need it really clear. I really need it clear because I need to know what I'm doing. Okay. So this is what I've done for you guys tonight. Okay. I'm making it very, very clear. And so for each zodiac sign, I have prepared exactly what is the rigidity that they're subscribing to. Okay. So I'm going to tell you. For each zodiac sign, what is the mental rigidity that they're leaning into? And then you can look at that for your sun, your moon, and your rising. And then it will give you a picture of your energetic makeup and the things that it will be subscribing to, that it's likely to be subscribing to, okay? You don't know, not even your sun sign. Hilda, what's your date of birth? You don't need to give me the year. To just what day you were born. September 26th, you're a Libra. You're a Libra, Hilde. You're a Libra. So it doesn't matter if you don't know your moon and your rising. Hello, Jack. It doesn't matter if you don't know your moon and your rising. You can just work with your sun sign, okay? If those of you 4th of March, you're a Pisces, Tiana. That you did know. Beautiful. Okay. I'm tuning in from work, but didn't want to miss. Oh, Jen, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy you could make it. That is the sun. Yes, Hilde. That is the constellation of Libra is where the sun was traveling through and on the day of your birth. Okay? Okay. So if you know all three, great. It's going to give you like a combination of these energies. But if you just know your sun, that's fine. That's also fine. Okay. So what we're going to look at is for all the 12 signs, we're going to look at the main, we're going to look at where their rigidity, where their mental rigidity resides so that we can free it. Okay. As I go through them, you'll understand it more. Okay. Okay. Aries. Let's get started. I'm also going to write them in there later, but I feel like we need to talk them through first. We need to talk through them first, okay? So Aries, okay, your mental rigidity is the I have to do it alone, okay? I have to do it all alone, okay? So what you want to release is that kind of rigidity, and you want to open yourself up to collaboration, okay, Aries? You're opening yourself up to collaboration and to being part of something greater, okay? Independence doesn't mean isolation, okay? You can still be independent by being part of, even if you are part of something, okay? So we're releasing the mental rigidity, the rigid belief of I have to do it all alone, and you're releasing that, and you're opening up to connection, okay? Connection with other people. Tiana, welcome to the astral world. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Taurus, your rigid mental pattern is if I don't feel safe or comfortable, I won't change. If I don't feel safe or comfortable, I won't change. So what you want to release is your attachment to some routines and values that are outdated and that are just there because you want to feel comfortable. Okay? That are just there because you want to feel comfortable. So you want to allow yourself to step into the unknown with this moon, because that's where innovation comes from. Okay, Taurus? So if anybody is a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, there's loads of Taurus moons here, I think. This is what we need to work on, okay? If I don't feel safe or comfortable, I'm not going to change. We got to release that and allow ourselves to step into the unknown, because some of the routines that we're keeping there, it's just because they're comfortable. They're not actually serving us anymore, okay? Gemini, the mental rigidity is the belief, if I can explain it, then it's true. Obviously, you're all up here, Gemini, right? If you can explain it, then it means that it's true. So what you're releasing it is your addiction to logic and distraction, because you're convincing yourself that that's right. Does that make sense, Gemini? You're doing a lot of auto-convincing. You're like, yeah, if I can explain it, then it's valid, then it's true, right? But that keeps you stuck, because you're just going over and over again. But so we need to accept, Gemini, that not everything can be intellectualized. You got to allow yourself to embrace your intuition. And as a Gemini air sign, you're so open and so receptive that your intuition is also super sharp. So you got to favor your intuition. Get out of the logic, of the over-explaining things, of trying to reason that way, and just allow your intuition to guide you. So you're dropping down, okay? You're opening up to the knowing, to the inner knowing that goes beyond your mind. Does that make sense? Gemini sucks sounds like the entire Western world. Right. Hello, JOT. Okay, Cancer. Where are my Cancerians? Today I got a bucket of ice water with this truth. Shall we go? Shall we go for it, Cancerian? If I don't protect myself, I'm gonna be hurt. Where are my Cancerians here, please? If I don't protect myself, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, yeah? If I don't protect myself, I'm going to be hurt, okay? Now, this, Cancer, keeps you stuck in these emotional loops over and over again because you keep identifying with the past. You over-identify with the past because you're like, if I don't, I need to protect. What informs the fact that you think that you need to be protected is whatever has happened in the past. But if you keep identifying with what has happened in the past, you're not going to move forward. So we need to release that, okay? We need to let our heart open wider than the fear, okay? Open wider than the fear. Let your heart completely be open. Leo. This is another one. Leo. Oh no, so true, especially for Cancer Moon. Yeah. Leo, the rigid belief that you need to release is if I don't protect, is that I have to be seen and validated in order to be worthy. Yeah? If nobody sees me, if nobody validates this, then I'm not worthy. So you want to release, this is ego attachment. So Leo, you want to release this attachment to the ego and step into alignment with the soul, okay? Soul-centered leadership. You're not doing that for approval. You're doing it from a place of alignment. Yeah? Virgo. Here's another one for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You ready? The mental rigidity over here. That's all right, JOT. That's okay. It's you stay. You're going to be fun. Great song on the White Album. What's the song? Is it a song? Is it a song named Sadie? It's beautiful. Okay, so Virgo, the rigid mental pattern that you want to release is if I'm not perfect, I'm not safe. Yeah? There you go, Jen. If I'm not perfect, then I'm not safe. That's a rigid mental pattern of Virgo. So what you want to do is release control that you get from overthinking. Overthinking, Virgo, gives you control, gives you a false sense of control. Yeah? So you want to release that. You also want to let go of self-criticism and trust that healing doesn't mean fixing. Okay? You don't require fixing. It's just your vibration. Oh, there you go. You needed that, Jen. Beautiful. Beautiful. Libra. Your rigid mental pattern, mental belief is if I'm not liked, then I have failed. Looking for the outside approval, right? You're the sign of relationships. So you care about what other people think. So if they don't like you, you feel that you have failed. So what we want to do is release that mask of diplomacy. I know it's hard. All of these things are deep, rigid mental patterns, yeah? That we have subscribed to for years and years and years, you guys. This is literally something that is keeping us stuck. I'm not saying that this is easy, okay? I'm not saying that this is easy, but we're raising awareness around this stuff, okay? So you want to release that mask of diplomacy that you have, Libra, and you want to step into being a disruptor. You know, if people can see who you truly are, when you do that, when you step out of the mask, you will attract the right people. You will attract the right people. Okay? Also, truth telling is the real beauty here. What was the solution for Virgo, Jenny? Releasing the false sense of control that comes from overthinking. Yeah? Yes, you don't need to be fixed. Exactly. Thank you, Amelie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scorpio, you ready? Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. The rigid mental pattern that you want to release is, if I surrender control, I lose power. If I surrender control, I lose power. So what needs to happen here is you need to let go of that fear of vulnerability. Letting go of fear of vulnerability. Because at the moment, the power that you're experiencing is possibly forced, because it comes from perhaps some form of manipulation. And when I say manipulation, don't go thinking, being narcissistic or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. When I say manipulation, is presenting, even if we self-edit, we are manipulating. That's a form of manipulation, right? Because we're self-editing, we're not showing our truth because we want others to like us, right? So that's a form of manipulation as well. So true power is not forced. Okay? True power is not forced. So you don't need to manipulate this energy. You don't need to do that anymore. You need to realize that you yourself are the actual transformation, Scorpio. You yourself being who you are, showing yourself that for who you are the actual transformation. And that's the true power. That's the true power, not whatever power you're showing as a form of protection. Does that make sense? Let me know. The true power is knowing that you are transformation itself. Okay? Oh, beautiful, Z. I'm so happy. Okay. Exactly. Self-editing. Self-editing is when you think something but you say something else because you're afraid that you're going to be rejected. That's an example. Libra and Scorpio, Kim. Yeah. 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 Okay. Sagittarius. The mental rigidity that you need to release is, oh, amazing, Jack. Thank you for that. On 8-8, actually. 8-8-2-2-2. Beautiful. So the mental rigidity, Sagittarius, the mental rigidity that you need to release is the I already know the truth concept. I already know the truth. Now, this limits you. This limits your expansion. Okay? Allow yourself to release any dogmas and actually free your spiritual beliefs. Free yourself from any outdated spiritual beliefs and make room for even a higher truth. If you think that you already know the higher truth, make room for more. Make room for more. Because you're the sign of it. This is the thing. You're the sign of higher truth and higher knowledge. If you think that you've already reached it and you already know it, you're automatically limiting yourself and what you're here to do. Yeah. So for you is to keep exploring. Keep exploring. There's always something higher. Push yourself to find that higher mind, that higher truth, that higher belief. Yeah. Capricorn. I have so many Capricorns in my life. I feel that this is... No, Jack! It's not about dogmas. There's always possibilities. Yes, Emily. Capricorn, if it's not productive, it's not worth it. If it's not productive, then it's not worth it. You're so practical, Capricorn, right? If it's not productive, then it's not going to be worth it. That's it, right? So what you want to release, Capricorn, you're so freaking hard on yourself. What you want to release is the grind, is the grinding, is the constantly wanting to strive, constantly wanting to prove yourself. Relax, Capricorn, relax. You are worthy regardless of how much you grind. You need to understand, you need to detach your value, your own value, from your productivity. If you do more, it doesn't make you more worthy. You are already worthy, regardless of what you do. Okay? So you need to innovate your sense of success. Innovate what success means to you. Jenny, no placements at all? No placements at all in anywhere in your chart? It could also be somewhere else. Maybe it's not your sun, moon, or rising, but maybe it's something else for you. Exactly, Amelie. None. Okay. 12th house. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. This is your moon, yeah? This is your moon. Very powerful. The mental rigidity that you want to release is I'm different. Sorry, if I'm different, I'm never going to belong. If I'm different, I'm never going to belong. So this is the wound of exile, it's called. The wound of the exile. We're different, therefore, we're never going to be understood. Nobody's ever going to get us. Honestly, Aquarius, you're a unicorn. Everyone wants to be you. Everyone wants to be you. Why? Because you're free. You are yourself in such a genuine way. You know, Aquarius, like the highest expression of Aquarius is just them being full on unicorn and not caring about anything, right? Everybody wants to be a unicorn. Aquarius, come on. Everybody wants to be a unicorn. So don't dilute your essence. Don't dilute your essence. Don't dilute your truth. Okay? The right people are going to match your frequency. Okay? Don't dilute your essence for the fear of the exile. And then finally, Pisces. Where are my Pisces at? Pisces, the mental rigidity that you're releasing, the mental pattern that you're subscribing to and that you need to release is, if I feel too much, I will drown. If I feel too much, I will drown. And what this does, it makes you numb. It makes you numb yourself. Yeah? Because you do feel a lot, Pisces, water sign, mutable as well. So there's a lot of energies that comes and goes. Very often, you know, the fishes, the Pisces are swimming in two different directions. So you've got like two different currents constantly like pulling you one way and the other way. So there's obviously a lot that you feel. And so if you're afraid of feeling, then you numb. Yeah? Then you numb. So you want to release that. You want to release the escapism. You want to release the emotional avoidance. Okay? What you want to embrace is that spiritual embodiment. Your intuition. Your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. Okay? If you were born a Pisces, it's because you had the space for it. Everyone. If you were born the sign that you were born, it's because you're meant to experience that. It's because you have space for it. It's because you are the perfect person to be born on that sign. Right? Melanie, I'm a very emotional fish. I know. Right? I know. I feel the same as a Cancerian. I'm not a fish, but as a Cancerian, I'm like, honestly, you guys, it's a lot. It's a lot. But this is the thing. If we were born, then it means that's it. That's what we're made for. We are the perfect person to be that sign and to feel so much. You know, like even Scorpios, right? You are the perfect person to be that powerful without manipulating the energy around you to protect you. You're perfect. Just being powerful just because you are. That's it. You wouldn't have been born a Scorpio if you didn't have the space for it. If you had to edit yourself in order to really fully be in that power, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me paste this in the chat just in case you guys want to revisit them. I've made a list with like the mental rigidity for each sign. Let me see if it lets me paste it. It's too long. Okay, let's see. Let me just let me maybe split it. Okay, I'm gonna do the first 4. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Oh my God, no, it's too long. Oh goodness, you guys, bear with. Okay, bear with. I gotta do 2 by 2 then. Hopefully it will let me do that. So yes, Aries and Taurus. Then we have Gemini and Cancer. Then we have Leo and Virgo. You're getting them in the chat, yeah? So if you want to revisit them and see them more, you know, explore more of your chart with regards to them, you can. Libra and Scorpio. Then we've got Sag and Cap. Here you go. And then we have Aquarius and Pisces coming up. Here we go. Okay. So copy them, paste them, or screenshot them, whatever you need to do. Because if you want to take it further and you want to go and have a look at your whole chart, if you know how to look at your chart and what the houses mean and everything. Hello, Julia. Welcome, welcome. Oh, bless her. Oh, if you want to have a look at your chart and how it connects to the different houses, the different energies, then you'll be able to do that and see this mental rigidity where it resides, and you can turn it around, right? You know what you need to work on. Okay? Good. I'm happy. I know you guys, like, I have so many people, but can you just tell me what to do? Just tell me. I'm glad that this is helpful. I'm glad that this is helpful, you guys. Good, 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 good. Okay. So now, before we go into the journal prompts, just one more thing. So Lionsgate. Okay. So Lionsgate is very simple. So it's the portal of the heart chakra. Okay. Chakra. And we are both, the full moon aligned with Lionsgate portal means that we're both releasing as well as activating. Okay. So what's happening here is that Aquarius is helping us clear the mental fields, right? Clear up that rigidity, let that go. Leo, Lionsgate, activates the heart, right? So we're clearing the mental rigidity, heart is being activated, and the energy together are making space for the embodiment of the soul. Okay? When we align, when we get rid of what keeps the mind stagnant and we let that go, and then open up our heart, then boom. Okay? Thank you, Nicole. I will do that. Yes. Yes. Right? So that's what we want to do. That's why the Lionsgate is so portal, because it's also activating this. So that's why usually when we do the full moon ceremony, we focus our visualization on releasing something. Tonight is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to bring in the release, but also the activation. Okay, so we're going to get there in a moment. Okay, journal prompts, you guys. Journal prompts. Let's get started. Take your journals out. I've already got, look at me, so organized today. I was like, I'm going to type it all out so I can paste it quickly. Okay, because I knew it was going to be long and a lot to talk about, so I had it ready. Okay, journal prompt number 1. Here we go. Where am I being invited to step into soul leadership, even if it's uncomfortable? Think about your life. Think about what is presenting in your life right now. Think about what is asking you to step into that soul-led leadership. Now, when I say, soul leadership, even if it's uncomfortable, right? So this is like, let your soul lead, okay? Where does your soul want to lead? And you're like, ooh, that's uncomfortable. How am I going to do that? Right? Where is that happening? Where is that happening in your life? Can be an area of your life, could also be maybe in relation to certain people. Whereabout is that happening? And again, you can put in the chat box if you everywhere. I know, right? This is a time of big upgrades. Jack, remind me again, what's your sun sign? I have forgotten, Jack. What's your sun sign again? You water sign. I've forgotten. Hilda, being more patient with your husband. Yes. Mary, career. Jyoti says friends. Oh, you're a Sag. Okay. Big upgrades. Breaking free from certain people. Yes, Amelie. Yes. I'm finding actually this to be true for so many people at the moment. So many people that I'm coming across with are revisiting their groups and their friendships and the communities that they're part of. Monica, I've just joined the group to help immigrants. Oh, beautiful. I've been looking for a way to help and make a difference. Oh, that's amazing, Monica. There you go. Soul leadership. Beautiful. Z, speaking up for myself. I can switch to water sign. No, be your beautiful Sagittarius self. Please. Yes. Shannon, building a new business in women's health. Beautiful. Reconnecting with my true self. Yes, Skim. Hello, Francesca. Love that. Love that. Thinking about reopening my business, Melanie. Yes. Reconnecting with my sacred self, Z says. Amazing. Annie, looking to leave the United States to find a more... Hang on, the chat is going fast. To find a more inclusive environment to support those struggling with grief. Oh, Annie, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Marina, being more emotionally vulnerable with self and others. Yes. I'm working on that too. You were driving home. Oh, bless you. Fiona says, I'm due to have... Ooh. Oh, I lost you. Fiona, where are you? So fast. It's going fast. It's going fast. Fiona, I'm due to have a baby in the next few weeks. So stepping into soul leadership in a mama role. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, next journal prompt, because I want to get to the visualization, okay? Julia says, living authentically and be present and stop distracting myself. Yes. All right, next journal prompt. Let's go. What are you bringing to the table? What unique gifts, perspectives, or visions are you here to bring to the collective? What is it that you're bringing? Be honest with yourself, okay? Be honest with you. You're not being, look at me. You're not being arrogant, okay? You're not self-inflating yourself, okay? None of that, right? None of that, please. Okay, don't be modest. I do not want you to be modest right now as you answer this question. Okay. Oh, Jack, thank you so much for your donation. Experience, Z says. JRT says peace. Beautiful, Jack. I'm happy to hear that. Real lived experience. Yes. Knowledge and experience, Monica says. Beautiful. What else? Julia says empathy, endless love and sensitivity, my smile and my joy. Oh, I love this, Julia. Beautiful. Melanie, mediumship to help people heal. Yes. Kim, inspire others to connect more with nature. Beautiful. Shannon, I've been told I explain things without making someone feel stupid for not knowing. Oh, beautiful. Explanation skills. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that, Shannon. That's really beautiful. What else? What are you bringing? What is your uniqueness? Where is it? Be bold and pack your bags. Oh, sorry, Emily's talking about, leaving the US. Yes, yes, yes. Marina, expressing my truth unapologetically, breaking generational silence. Yes. Jack, speaking for beings in spirits. Oh, yes. My light and smile, Bev. Yes. Unconditional love, Z says. Yes. You know, absolutely. Ultimately, also, it's your energy. It's your energy. Your energy is unique and powerful. That's your, I don't know, you're not even your blueprint. Like that's literally what you bring into the world. Like exactly, right? Z, your presence. Exactly, your presence, your energy. Beautiful. Knowledge, growth, and love and energy healing. Yes, Patricia. Hilda, my love. I lost Hilda. My love for the simple. Wait. And I lost it again. My love for the simple things in life. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, Z. My Mercury's in Leo, actually. I think it's the only Leo placement I have. I think it's only, yeah, Mercury. Yeah. But thank you. I love Leo. Thank you so much. Okay. I'd love to bring knowledge of coming through hard times with gratitude and growth. How amazing. I love that. Oh, Z, you're so kind. You're so kind. Thank you. All right, next journal prompt, you guys. Let's go. If I were to live from my highest timeline, let's get real. If I were to live from my highest timeline, what would I start doing and what would I stop? At least one of each. At least one thing of each. If you were to start living from your highest timeline, what would you start doing and what would you stop? You know these things. You know these things already. It's all inside of you already. You already know. You already know. If I were to live from my highest timeline, what would I start doing and what would I stop? Start shining and stop hiding. Yes. What does shining entail? Z. When you say shining, what is that? What does that entail? Marina, living my best self. Stop performing for others. Yes. Rise and glow. Yes, Amelie. Shannon, I would market myself better and stop procrastinating from fear of what people will think. Yes. I love your honesty, Shannon. Z, allow myself to be seen and release the fear of rejection. Okay, love it. Jenny, I'd stop with the ultra vigilance and use the energy for helping others heal, sharing my story. Jenny, that's so powerful. That's so powerful. Yes, because the ultra vigilance does come from what you've experienced, and it's there because it wants to protect you, but it's also limiting you in so many ways, isn't it? And so if you transmute that energy and you put it out there to help others, oh my God, what a change in the world. Absolutely. Yes. So true. Very powerful, Jenny. Very powerful. Stop apologizing for being myself and start to trust my intuition. Yes, Annie, thank you so much for mentioning that, because how many times do we apologize? Oh my goodness. What is with apologizing? So many times we do that. Sorry if I'm being like this. What is it? So many times. Kim, I would stop making up excuses to start my own business and start taking more action. Yes. Trust that my truth is welcome, and I'm also advocating for others as I advocate for myself. Yes. Yes. Stop speaking my truth and express emotions. Stop people pleasing, being quiet, and emotional eating or restricting. Thank you for sharing that, Julia. Marina, start trusting and stop overthinking. Yes. Brecken, I stop self-limiting beliefs and outdated inherited patterns and trust that I'll be okay, because you will, Brecken. You absolutely will be okay. You absolutely will be okay. Yes. Trust the outcome. Trust the process as well. Jyoti, courage to stand up for myself and what others think about me. Yes. Melanie, stop thinking my financial situation makes me less than. I am more than enough, because you absolutely are. Yes. Trust the process. Yeah. There's a song. Does anybody like Jimmy Eat World here? Does anybody like them? Jimmy Eat World, the band. There's a song called The Middle. Yeah. It says, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if you're good enough, if it's good enough for someone else. Just be yourself. It doesn't matter if you're good enough if it's good enough for someone else. That's all we're here to do, guys. Be ourselves. Go listen to it, everyone. The Middle. Yes. Jack. Yeah. The middle. Jimmy Eat World. Put it on now. Yeah, absolutely. Cindy, I stopped working so hard on helping build someone else's dreams and spend more time building my own dreams. Can we have a standing ovation for Cindy? Can we have it? Please? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please. It's your own dreams. Yes. Look at that. Cindy dropping the truth bombs on a casual 8 p.m. on a Friday. Look at that. Yes, it does have great energy, yeah. Patricia, accept myself fully for who I am now and stop. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. Okay, and stop trying to continue to be the old me that others want me to be. Yes, yes. Okay, last journal prompt before we go into the visualization experience that we've got tonight. Okay, what does true freedom mean to me? And what must I release to experience? What does true freedom mean to me? And what must I release to experience this true freedom? I'm going to actually read out today's meditation because I've not done it before and I wanted to do something special. Can you say the name of the song again? Is The Middle. Actually, Jack wrote it just as the last comment. Is Jimmy World, and the song is called The Middle. Just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. Yeah. Yeah. The whole album is really good. I think is it Bleed American? I think it's Bleed American. Z, true freedom means accepting myself exactly as I am and living from that truth. Exactly. I so agree with you, Z. Yes. Yes. I release the need for others' approval. Love that. Yes. Yeah. And validation. Yeah. It just takes some time. Oh, thank you. It just takes some time. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything is going to be just fine. Everything is going to be all right. Yes. Help others, Shannon says, which feeds my soul while having time for my family and not fighting with bosses about patient safety versus their pocketbook. Oh, I need to release my fear and imposter syndrome. Beautiful. Shannon, that's big. I love that. Sitting peacefully in the sun with my little family around, colorful food around me, the sea glittering in front of me. I love this. Julia's giving a whole picture. I love it. Feeling just grateful and present. Release fear. Release fear and the need to control the outcomes. Learn to love what it is and just flow. Yes, I felt that, Julia. Freedom means for me joy, light in my mind, body, and soul. Releasing fear. Such a big one, fear, isn't it? Yes. Kim, true freedom to me is living in the middle of nature surrounded by animals. Yes, living minimalistic. Yes, I need to release what others might think. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, freedom is expansion. Yes. Coming out of the closet of social constructs. Jenny, yes, louder for the people in the back. Absolutely. Yes, coming out of the closet of social constructs. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Marina, traveling the world and meeting people who aligned with my values and vision. Yes. Amazing. All right, you guys, I've got something special for you tonight. So, as I said, this is a full moon release. Okay, so sorry, this is a full moon, but it is also in the middle of Lionsgate portal. Okay, hello, Anna. It's also in the middle of Lionsgate portal. So, as we said earlier, we're not only releasing, but we're also activating. So this is what we're going to do with this visualization tonight. Meditation, visualization, guided journey. Let's call it that. Guided journey that I'm going to take you on. Do you want to know what it's going to be about? Or do you just want to be experiencing it? What do we do? Do I tell you what it is about or not? Surprise. Okay, you want to be surprised. Okay. Everybody's like, go with the flow. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, good. I love the support. I love the support. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. It's not dangerous. No, it's not dangerous at all. I would never do that. It's not, Jack. It's not. It's not. It's not at all. Okay. Okay. Ready to be surprised. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. You guys, go and relax in your meditation position. Are we all meeting in a different realm? No. No, we're not. Not necessarily. I like to know Virgo here, but I'll go with the flow. But this is it, Brecken. This is a great practice for releasing that overthinking, for releasing that control, isn't it? Beautiful. Thank you so much for your donation, Z. Thank you so much. I know Jack wants an adventure. Oh, it's a Sagittarius, of course. Yes. All right. Okay, let's do it. Okay. So, get comfy. Start getting comfortable. Have your feet flat on the ground. Hello, Maggie. If you want, you can join us for this meditation. We're closing this moon ceremony with a beautiful, beautiful meditation. Let's go with the flow. I love how much you guys are like, just let's go. Okay. Let's do it. So, feet flat on the ground if you want to. Otherwise, you can be in the lotus position. Cindy, both, because Gemini. So true. I love it. Okay. Relax. Start to slow down. And take a moment. Just get comfortable. You can have your feet flat on the ground. Or you can be in the lotus position. If you want, you can also be laying down for this one. Whatever you want to be. However you want to be. You're going to allow your body to settle. Let your shoulders drop. Tune into your heart. Unclench your jaw. And just allow the space around you to just become still. You can take just one initial deep inhale. And exhale it out. Just to settle in. Yeah. Let's do another inhale. And exhale. Keep going. Inhale. All the way up to the top. And exhale it all out. Now bring your breathing back to normal. And just allow with your breath. Allow yourself to feel. Just allow yourself to feel fully into this moment. With each breath, inhale, opening. Exhale, softening. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, releasing. Be in the stillness for a moment. Now imagine a soft white light pouring in through the crown of your head. It's a beam of white light. It's gentle. It's warm. It's familiar. And sense this light just beginning to move down through your body. Sense it just washing over your face, down your throat. Let it go down your chest, and your shoulders. Allow your arms to soften as well. Feel the light going through your arms, your hands as well. Allow them to relax. Relax your belly too. Just feel this light continuing going down your spine, your hips, down your thighs, your knees, all the way down your feet. You're fully held in this light. You're fully supported. You're fully safe. Allow yourself to feel the support and the safety of this light. Now, if you can visualize, go ahead and visualize this. Otherwise, if you don't feel like visualization is great for you, I'm going to ask you to just allow your senses to open and just sense this journey. Okay? If visualization is not for you, sense this journey. So sense yourself or see yourself standing in front of a long corridor. A really long corridor that stretches far into the distance. It's a corridor that is suspended in space among the stars. See it or sense it stretch out in front of you. This corridor here is a corridor of timelines. It is a space between two worlds. Every door along this corridor holds a different version of you. Choices you've made, paths you've walked, and futures that you're yet to meet. As you look ahead of you in this corridor, see how right now, see or sense how right now one of those doors is beginning to glow. It glows brighter than the rest. It just feels more alive, more magnetic. This is the door to your highest aligned path. This is a timeline where your soul is fully expressed, where you're free, radiant, fulfilled, and living the life that your heart came here to live. Now feel your body moving towards this door. And there is no fear. There is only knowing, only truth. Now reach out, touch the handle, and step through. Now, right here, you're in a world that is both new but also deeply familiar. You look around, take in the surroundings. What do you notice? What does this future feel like for you? Take it in. Now you see someone walking towards you. Confident, radiant, grounded. They move with ease, with purpose. this someone is unmistakably you. The future you. The version of you who remembered who they are. Who released fear. Who said yes to the soul. Now take a moment to really see them. Notice how they stand, what they're wearing, the energy they carry, and what they've become. Take your time. You now come to stand face to face. Take a deep breath and begin to speak. You can speak out loud or in your mind, whichever way you want. Ask them, what do I most need to remember right now? What do I most need to remember right now? What did you have to release to become this version of you? Listen to what they answer. Let their answer rise in words, in feelings, in energy. You don't need to understand it all, just need to receive. Ask them, what helped you stay aligned, even when it was hard? What are you here to remind me of tonight? Take the message. What are they here to remind you of tonight, today? I'm just going to give you a bit more time here. I'm going to pause for a little longer so you can let the messages come through. Now, place your hand over your heart, and your future self does the same. With your hands over your hearts, feel a transmission of energy moving between you. This is codes. This is wisdom, memories, power. Almost as like a line of electricity running between your hearts. And and they whisper one final message just for you. Receive it, let it imprint, let it land. Now it's time to return, but something inside you has changed. You turn toward the corridor again, and you carry this new frequency in your heart, this clarity, this courage, this remembrance. Walk back through the glowing doorway and feel yourself, your awareness, come back to your body. And bring with you the wisdom, the strength, and the embodiment of your soul. Now take a deep breath in, as much as you can. Deep, 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 deep inhale. And then a really, really long breath out. Let it all out completely. And then start to bring small movements back into your fingers, into your toes, your face, maybe your shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes again and come back to the space. Bring in the light of your future self with you. Okay. So as you come back, take your journal out and you're going to write under this Aquarius full moon, I want to release, and with the Lionsgate portal, I activate. Okay. Sorry, let me just do something about this. Okay. Can I actually remove someone? No, I can't. Okay. So, take your journal out. Under this Aquarius full moon, I want to release. And with the Lionsgate portal, I activate. So you release, ... You write down what you want to release. And then with the Lionsgate portal, I activate, ... And you write down what you want to activate. And then when you're ready, let me know how you're feeling. I'm really sorry, I'm not going to answer to that. Okay. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm just not going to answer. How was this? How was it, you guys? Did you enjoy it? Was it useful? Mind-changing. I love that, Bev. Amazing. Very good. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm happy to hear that. Good, good, good. See, it was a bit of a different journey. Good. Empowering. I love that, Shannon. The version kept saying, you're already me, trust. Oh, Julia, how powerful. Thank you so much, Ava. Thank you for your donation. You're very kind. Thank you. Done. Great. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Am I going to record it? Shall I record it? Very clear imagery, but nothing I expected. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. Z, I love that you're in the grass. Yes. Exactly. Amazing. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Let me just see. Sorry, wait a second. This meditation will be available on my profile. Yeah, I'll put it on my profile later. Yeah. So if you just come across us and you want to give me a follow, let me just put the card there. There you go. You can give me a follow if you enjoyed this moon ceremony and you want to stay connected with us. We have so many lives every week. We do at least 2 or 3 lives a week. We do tarot, weekly tarot. We do different readings, all sorts. So, 2 cards for this Aquarius full moon. Okay. It is time to release. It is time to release. Time to release. Let's go. Let's go. All of the mind stuff that is keeping us there. Let's release these thoughts. Let's release this thought. Sorry, it actually came out like this. So let's release. We are done. We are done with taking the easy way out and then nothing changes. Okay. We're actually creating true change now. We're actually creating true change. We're committing to ourselves. We're keeping our word to ourselves and creating true change. And we're doing that with proper planning. Okay, we are serious about it now. We're really serious about it now. Thank you so much, Kim and Melanie. Thank you so much. We are serious about it now. We're having a practical approach and we're making the changes that need to be made so that we can truly evolve and bring in that future that's actually already now. Yes? All right, my beautiful souls. Amazing. Thank you so much. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If this was your first moon ceremony, let me know if you enjoy it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Hello, Martin. Hello, hello. All right, Jacqueline, Martin. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy. So happy. I'm going to see you next week. I'm going to see you on Monday for our weekly tarot. As usual, 5 p.m. UK time. Then we have tarot and oracle readings on Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. UK time. And then Friday 15th, we have mediumship live at 11:30 UK time. So thank you so much. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Francesca, Jenny, Nicole, Melanie, Mary, Kim, Brecken, Julia. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Oh, good. Good, Nicole. Thank you so much. I shall see you soon. Thank you. Glow Nation, I love you so much. Thank you. Mwah. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you. See you soon. Bye. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you so much. Bye.